the second position in Group C. While the Zebras of Southern Africa are searching for their first win, they want to escape from the basement. Who will enjoy the final whistle dance of celebration? This is the Total Energies AFCON 2025 qualifier. Experience the journey to Morocco. Cape Verde versus Botswana on Thursday, 10 October at 6 p.m. Live on SABC Sport on DTT Channel 4. Also available everywhere for everyone, always on SABC Plus and SABCSport.com. Proudly brought to you by SABC Sport.
For the love of the game.
Stages, pages, screens, and more on The Full Circle with Bridget Masinga.
We are catching up now for stages, pages, screens, and more with the author of The Family Matriarch, Rudzani Kashane, joins us now. And Rudzani has launched a brand new novel just this past weekend. And we thought it's been a while since we've had, book club on The Full Circle. We thought we'd have a quick book club with you. How are you doing, madam?
I'm good, and you, Bridget?
I'm great. Thank you very much. So it's very rare, and I'm going to put this disclaimer out. It's very rare that I have a book conversation on a book that I've not read. In fact, it never happens. But that's not on you. That's that's on my producers. So I'm having a conversation out of context because I've not laid eyes on the book. And so I've got to be like those people that I really detest when they ask the questions of, tell me about the book.
Okay, The Family Matriarch is really an interesting book. It takes a look at the intertwined lives of two separate women living two separate lives. Mm-hmm. One is Paige Mahone, a relentless journalist, and the other one is Enelo Matebula, a woman married to a businessman and a politician that seems to have it all together. But when tragedy strikes, when somehow at the Matebula household, Enelo ends up stabbing her husband 24 times, resulting in his death, the two women's paths cross. So it's quite an interesting novel.
Very interesting. Okay, so the two protagonists are the females in this particular book.
Yes.
Enelo and Paige.
Yes.
Now, give me inspiration by way of, where did the inspiration come from for this one?
Okay, I used to... Actually, I still write on Facebook. You know, we as writers, authors that can't afford to publish our books yet, we do create Facebook pages and then we write on Facebook. So there was this story that I was writing, Liana Israel Pride. Their mother was hardcore, but not like Enelo. So I was like, no, people loved her. My readers loved her. So I was like, no, let me stretch it and see how far I can take this character inspired by Madlamini. She was called Madlamini. So, yeah, it really took it. So I stretched it from there. That was, Madlamini was my inspiration for Enelo, the character of Enelo.
All right.
Yeah.
And by way of process, I mean, how long did it take you to sort of develop the characters before you actually started penning their story down as a novel?
Now, it usually takes me about a week to come to brainstorm and then see to come up with names. The first thing I do is come up with names. Mm-hmm. And then once then I think of the story in my head, or what direction I usually don't know how my stories will end. I know how they start, but I don't know how they end. So that's quite interesting. So the direction that the way that I write, whatever directions the character leads me to, I just follow up on that direction. Or no, this is how we are going. If Paige is going through something, it means okay. Yes. You're following here. We'll start here. We'll end here with whatever she's going, because you don't want to drag it out for too long. So,
yes.
Yeah.
What's interesting for me is you just said you know how the characters will start, but you don't know how they'll end. And so then I wonder, are you then immersed? I've had this conversation with Dudu Busani, and
Yes.
and I wonder, Wuti, are you then immersed as an author into the life of your character so much that you are responsive situation upon situation as though it was real time when you write it?
Yeah, I believe that as an author, once I'm writing page or NLO's perspective, I become page for a moment.
Yes.
Yeah, I become page. Then once I'm done writing here, I take off the head that is pages set, and then I move to NLO where I had, and then it's in the way that we separate. You've got to learn, as an author, you've got to learn how to separate the authors. Because as an author, I believe I'm also a character somehow, because I wear the pages that I wear their heads and become them for that moment,
Yes.
so that I can truly develop the character and bring out the best of the character that I can.
Do you filter anyone else in that process? Like, do you know, organically, if you were Paige and you were going through a situation, you murdered your husband, there'd be an inner circle that you are now sharing this with, or do you, as an author, are there people that you bring close to your process that help you sort of filter the journeys of your characters, or you work in isolation?
No, I work closely with my editor,
Okay.
Mamelo Mataki. Fortunately, I have a very good relationship with her. She's great. So what we'll do is I'll give her the full script, and then once I've done the full script, she goes through it, and then gives me feedback. Then every Sunday we used to brainstorm. This is how you can bring out page. I see that the Aru character, she'll be saying, I see how the Aru character is not growing. This is how you can grow him. Then I, as an author, go back and she gives me suggestions, or no, Aru can go through this now. Now it's up to me as an author to go and portray it, and then she edits it. That's how I work.
I got you. So for those listening to us, Ruzani, where is the book now stocked? How do we get a hold of the book?
The book, you can get it directly from me on 078 579 7866. You can get it on
Slower. 078
579
579
7866.
7866.
Or you can go to Amazon,
Okay.
and then Book Circle Capital also has got the copies.
Okay, and Book
Yes.
Circle Capital. I feel like you should have started with Amazon and Book Circle Capital first before
Yeah.
giving out your numbers. So let's go to Amazon and Book Circle Capital. They've got the book. It's called The Family Matriarch. I'll do my litmus test. So my litmus test, when I get a new book, I put it in my hand. And this is a trick I got from Kojo Buffo, editor and writer. And I put it in my hand, and he'll go, okay, it's not a heavy read. Because you look at the pages of the book and you go, it's all of 317 pages, and you go, shoo! And then you put it in your hand and you go, okay, it's not a heavy read.
Yes.
I've learned that the words in books now have weight, and that trick has never failed me.
Yeah, I hope it works for
never-
me. Yeah,
no, it's
I
never
want to
failed
learn
me.
the trick.
Well, congratulations, milady.
Thank you
And
so
we wish
much.
you the very best of luck. May you, become a bestseller and be on the bestseller list for this one. I think I'm going to enjoy sinking my teeth, and you're leaving this copy for me, hey?
Yes, okay, no problem.
Lovely. I'm going to sink my teeth into this. It is The Family Matriarch by Ruzani Kashane, and it is available on Amazon, or Book Circle Capital is where you can go to get it. It's a riveting story of Enelo Matebula and Paige Mahone, whose worlds seem quite far apart. However, fate of circumstance brings them together.
The Desert Warriors.